Okay, so for most of this, I will be talking here and there, so if I could just get some feedback on volume level and mic level, if everyone can hear me okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, here on Discord.
Yeah. No,
I want to pause myself here.
on the
All right. Yeah, stand by.
YouTube
Hang on.
channel. Okay, good. All right, we'll just wait for everyone to show up, and then okay, maybe adjust how much my total sound volume out. What does the delay look like? Okay.
Okay, I'm testing myself. How am I?
You're okay. No, it doesn't like that microphone. All right, well, unless it is super quiet, I'll just go as is. I don't want to mess around with the microphone too much. The settings for the screencast seem to be okay with picking up the microphone, so we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Fuck everyone else. Gotta remember that nobody's better than anyone else here. Do you need some time to think it over? Look what they do to you, look what they do to me. You must be joking if you think that either one is free here. Get up off your knees, girl. Stand face to face with your God. Find out what you are. Hello, my name is human. Hello, my name is human. And I came down from the stars. Hello, my name is human. I'm ready for love and I'm ready for war, but I'm ready for more. I know that nobody's ever been this fucking ready before. Hey. Do you need some time to think it over? So figure it out or don't figure it out. I figured it out. The bigger the river, the bigger the drought. Get up off your knees, boy. Stand face to face with your God. And find out what you are. Hello, my name is human. Hello, my name is human. And I came down from the stars. Hello, my name is human. I'm up on my knees, girl. I'm face to face with myself, and I know who I am. My name is human, and I stole the power from the sun. I'm more than just a man. I came down from the stars. My name is human, and I know who I
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this underway.
The guard is the best of the best.
Did you turn those muties into gore bags?
Yes, sir.
Here's your payment. With that sniper's nest in place, we now have an early warning system and any force that will move against us.
I got a good feeling about this.
have my pound of flesh. Proof of death off your last bounty.
I'm looking for work.
Yeah, it's another supply run. Come on back when you're ready for the details. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Man, that last op was barred right out the gate.
So the current mission is primed and ready to go. It's suggested that we resupply. Armando's looking a little bit on the plain side. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys the customization system that we have in place. Little different options. Changing your mask color, whether the cheeks are filled in, whether they're color matched or Bhaskar colored, the armor plates on the back with the counterweight basket for the night vision goggles.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Deathclaw and Mythosaur horns, some crayons, some extra ammo. Everything updates in real time as you go. We have different types of masks as well, for different shapes of Mandalorian masks.
Oh, didn't see you there. Oh, didn't see you there. What's up?
Your options for bracers on and off. Armor color. Morale patch options.
Oh, hey there.
Tons of different options. Legendary slots. Everything has the ability to have legendary slots. You'll have to use your preferred legendary mod to equip.
Oh, didn't see you there. Oh, didn't see you there.
this is where I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, hey there.
Each spot on the vest allows you to have complete independent equip or unequip. So, I just put on those min pouches and some pistol mags. Change up the color. Pistol pouches. On the right side, I want the fast mag with some plasma cells. On the left side, we'll just do normal fast mag. Actually, no, left side, we're going to do a radio. In the center, we will do an AK mag. So now each piece of equipment is uniquely interchangeable, literally a million different combinations that you can throw on the vest setup. As you can see, everything gets updated, it gets attached as it goes. It uses a very similar system to the way the power armor works, and how you can independently swap out each piece of equipment without having to replace the entire vest. So, over here, you've got an FOB storage.
If you're shooting over the wall,
Yes?
That's our
Hi.
don't forget
3D
I buy
artist
and sell.
and
Just
armature.
put up everything you got, and let's see if we can make a deal.
Quartermaster for the base.
Let's see what you got.
Already resupplied beforehand, but good chunk of ammunition, weapons, and you can buy the basic equipment that you'd normally have to pull off the gunners to craft. He also has on hand bits of Beskar that are necessary to craft your armor pieces. And this is the primary form of reward that you will get while doing quests and doing bounty missions. Be paid in Beskar that you can use to either sell, it's worth quite a bit, or hammer it down into new pieces of armor for you and your companions. So currently, the workshop is not available to us. This mission will unlock it. It's our barracks.
Yeah? You want logistics? Join the BOS. The Guard, we make do.
All the NPCs have unique dialogue specific to our
I used to
faction
be a front line like you. Then I took a bullet to the knee.
that will
Better shine up those boots.
fire in queue when either on location or when being interacted with. We've got our own vehicles that will function as fast travel devices, basically take you to a predetermined location selected from a menu. I'm using the A Forest mod. For the most part, it's compatible with the exception of this one tree. So we're going to go ahead and start up the mission. I am going to turn on God mode so you don't have to watch me die a million times while going through this. I have some pretty harsh damage mods where about 3 shots and I'm out. Avoid having to reload constantly. We're just going to turn that off. So, Toyota.
Well, the MREs do provide us with some food. We had to make a deal with a local farmer. The farmer wants us to take out a group of gunners. Apparently, they came into his home and took his wife. She never returned, and he wants payback. In exchange for putting down his wife's killer, he's willing to provide us with fresh food. Go meet up with him. Find out where his wife's killers are hiding at. Don't tell him we would have been taking out that encampment anyways. Why do for free when we could be getting paid for it?
Yes, sir.
See you when you get back.
Our base sergeant and lead developer, Shu. Our project lead and head of recruiting. So we need to make our way over to Somerville Place. I'm going to turn on map markers just to make life a little bit simpler and get us closer. So the night vision goggles, I saw a question about that. They are supported on their own. Basically, there's a dummy system where the night vision goggles will stay up. When you have them activated, it flips it to the activated position, but it also has West Tech goggle support. So I've utilized the work
Hope
that he
something
did
exciting happens today.
so that the player can actually toggle through the pre-existing night vision goggles settings from that.
Then go down.
And that system functions a lot.
Then go down. Then go down.
Sent me all the way over here. There. So we do have a total of 3 active companions that are
That gets spotted.
recruitable,
Taking the safety off.
fully voiced. We do have plans to implement loyalty style missions similar to New Vegas.
Then go down.
Less affinity system, the new Fallout 4 affinity system, where I won't be playing around with. It'll just be a quest given mission. Go and assist them on some kind of personal
Then
goal,
go down.
evolution, or journey. After which you'll be awarded a perk and
Then go down.
some changes to the characters. So here we have Noble, one of our developers as well, and Reaper.
Uranium fever is spreading all around.
Where did you go, fucker?
What's that over there? We got much more hostiles.
Go down.
So how close we are to glowing sea. Polluted climate wants to constantly switch to rad storms. Try and do the outside part quick.
Cowards! Everyone.
Then go down.
The next fucker that hits me is gonna get a face full of lead.
So this HUD setup is my own design. It is a very minimalist HUD, no crosshairs, no data on your targets.
Engaging. Then go down.
Much more first-person shooter style. It makes for some interesting situations when you accidentally shoot someone.
Engaging.
Tango down.
Terrain mod is a forest, which gives you all these trees, true grass, and then the actual terrain itself. It was actually a new one that came out not too long ago. I'll look it up for you after the stream. That actually changes the texture on the ground here.
Just heard some engaging targets.
guns are stim packable, so you get the back end of the fight.
Almost.
So all of the equipment that the gunners have on them is a base item required for crafting the Galac-Tac equipment. So fast helmets are broken down and used to the construction of making the helmets. Same with the soft lights and heavy vests. So the gunners make for good farming NPCs.
Bingo down.
Bingo.
Engaging.
Taking
Yes, I went to a
defensive
use that.
Hey, do that again, and you lose more than your fucking team. This seems to be the best form of crowd control.
Every night, Bing, and I'll woo you every day. I'll be your regular mama, and I'll put that gun away.
Oh, lay that pistol down. I want this one dead. Pistol down.
The stream, I'm gonna go ahead and save it and upload it. YouTube is nice like that; it automatically saves everything you stream.
You are really pissing me off!
Bingo down. Look out, get into cover. Bingo down.
There's a bounty on you.
Hold up. Contact.
Bingo down.
Excellent.
Sorry, Shu, I missed your question about the followers. What was the question?
Engaging hostile.
Nice.
So the EMB being used is a subtle EMB with some of my own personal tweaks to it, just for my own monitor setups.
Yes.
Leave me alone!
You're welcome to stay here for all I care.
I'm not scared of you. My dad taught me how to shoot a gun. Leave me alone!
Don't worry. I'm here to rescue you.
Oh. Thanks.
Leave us alone.
You're gonna pay what you promised. Or else.
Raiders don't scare me. Leave us alone.
You're safe. Calm down.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
Yeah, sorry, I was using that the heat-sensitive one just so I'm not searching for enemies for days. I usually play with the targeting HUD on, which gives everything a nice either green or red glow, whether they're hostile or not. But I figured for the demo, I would go more original. It just means I'm not used to picking out my targets, and they're a little bit more difficult to see for me.
Let's roll!
Like I just literally walked right up to him.
Hell yeah.
Smells worse than it looks.
Lock and load!
Target spotted. Engaging.
I'm Oscar Mike.
Keep firing! Good day!
Bingo down.
You are seriously fucked, you know that?
And here I thought it was going to be a boring day.
Bingo down. Engaging. Bingo down.
Perfect. Got it. That's it.
Hiding? From me? Not even possible.
Just heard something.
This is bullshit! Come out
Hope
and
it's a
fight!
death claw. Let's go for some steak. Hostile spotted. Target spotted. Engaging. What's that over there? We got multiple hostiles.
That armor looks really tough.
I prefer the cooler weather, especially after my time in New Vegas.
That armor looks really tough.
Going dark.
Yeah, just at the edge of the glowing sea. Rather than fast travel, it's just easier to cut across that way. The kids are hardy, they'll be fine. extra limb or two would be
Really tough.
alright.
Any new buses for the MVGs? I can't see shit. Target spot engaging.
Sure they'll be alright.
You're fucking garbage.
Then go down.
Right before they get attacked by a bunch of wild dogs. Try this weather swapping again. If I'm close enough away that it keeps this time.
know what their
That
story
armor
was.
looks really tough.
I got a good feeling about this.
That armor looks really tough.
Nope, I lost one. There he is.
And what do we have here?
You're in luck. Rescuing kidnap victims is my specialty.
Lucky for these kids. You should take them home to their dad.
I found his body. He's dead.
The gunners could have found out that he was trading with us. Maybe they just came back to finish the job. Either way, can't just leave them outside the wire. We still need food, and these foundlings are too young to fight. I'll have the troops clear some space, set up a garden. It'll help give these foundlings a sense of purpose. They'll be trained in our ways, to fight, to hunt, and when they reach fighting age, they'll be given a choice, to join us or head out on their own. As for the farm, you're from these parts. If you know any locals that want to take over, you still need a supply route. Let the foundlings rest, help us set up the garden. Go and plant these potatoes.
So after completing that mission, we now have access to the workshop in the FOB.
really tough.
Excuse me.
You're finally awake. Good thing, too. Another settlement needs your help. The look on your face. No. You did good. Bounties and missions are waiting when you're ready. Here's your payment.
And that concludes the Foundlings. So
Better shine up
far,
those boots.
we have 8 fully voiced and functioning quests to go through. As things develop, the player will be able to finish the main quest with the Galac-Tac faction. This is going to be, they are already a fully fleshed out faction in which the player can utilize them to take out the Institute and be provided with an alternative ending to the Minutemen, Railroad, Brotherhood of Steel, and the Institute themselves. So overall, we've got about 20 quests mapped out that are about this faction. There's no radio quests. Most people don't play them. They're a pain to get to work right. But there are going to be side quests in which the players sent out to track down bounties and to eliminate gunner strongholds while they are fighting with the Institute. Like I said before, we have some vehicles implemented that act as a fast travel device. We'll be showing those off a little bit later on or closer to release. We're looking at probably 65% completed for quest objectives. About 90% of asset implementation is done. We've got a fantastic 3D artist as well as Jumpman, who helps with texture processing and material files. Just giving me some last minute add-ons to throw in there. And we'll be switching back to asset implementation once the main quests are done and completed. We are planning on doing additional stuff after this. We are planning on doing DLC mods for Nuka World, for Far Harbor. But the immediate goal is finishing out the main game with this faction and allowing the player to eliminate the Institute without having to use the Minutemen, or Railroad, or Brotherhood of Steel. And I look forward to getting it completed and finishing that up. I'm going to exit out of the game here, and we will just go to some Q&A for any of the people that are hanging around in the live chat afterwards. I'll try and scroll back through here. I didn't catch everything that went through. Maybe I'll answer some questions as we're going. So, and there were some people that were looking for, I guess, the textures for the ground. It was on Nexus. It was a new one that recently came out, and I really like it. It's very sharp. Got some good fidelity to it. Okay, so if you guys want to go ahead and unmute in the dev chat, we can do some questions and answers. This is it here. Natural grass and ground covering. That's the one that I just switched over to. It's got a very nice, crisp looking world environment.
Okay.
Okay,
Testing,
so
testing.
joining us
Hello.
today, we're going to have Noble and Jumpman. He is one and the same. He plays Noble in the mod. He is our developer Jumpman 111. Or, sorry, 1117.
You're fine.
Got Tactical Wolf, and then the One True Spade. He has joined us as a voice actor and will be implemented as the quests go on. We also have Half Rose. She is our concept artist and 2D artist. Unfortunately, Shu is unable to stay around for the Q&A as he has got some family obligations with the holiday coming up.
And the same with our 3D artist, Thomas. He's also doing some family things, but they all give their best regards to y'all. And Merry Christmas and all that.
Right? Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? So I wasn't monitoring the live chat as much as you guys were. So what did we have here that were questions that we wanted to answer?
One thing was she was asking. What's a good question? Was are the companions required or optional? Because I know we have one quest that needs Noble.
Yeah. So for the most part, the companions are completely optional. If you don't want to play with companions, you don't need to bring them along. We do have one mission where we need Noble to come along. And from a design perspective, that is because the main player is voiced, and it's very difficult to go through and find pre-recorded dialogue to fit your specific needs. So having Noble come along, he can kind of tell the story as if he were the player, and makes it just a little bit easier to develop that storyline without having to spend an hour or a week or a month cutting up vanilla voice dialogue.
Yeah,
so you can kind of think of him like I know some people have heard this something like that. It's like he's kind of like the Dom of Gears of War, like how Dom's supposedly the player character is like, oh fuck, what just happened? We've been trying to kind of make comments and things for Noble or for the other characters to kind of comment what's going on.
Right.
And we have other companions also coming in.
Let's see, what was
Let's see, shoot this message thing.
So we have some custom weapons that are in development that'll be implemented as well. The RU556 project is going to be expanded upon and integrated into this mod. So the main characters eventually will be using the RU556 or variants of it as the main firearm for it. Got some new melee weapons that are coming along with it as well. Some new uniforms with their own textures and new patterns that Shu's put together. We still have that to get implemented. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think we're looking at close to a total of 20 quests, start to finish, from right outside of the vault all the way to finishing off the institute. That quest there.
I got a question here. Super Elite X. He was asking, would bring your own companions break the mod?
No, you can bring your own mods along, or your own not mods, your own companions along. You can bring modded companions. You can bring the vanilla companions. They just won't have any dialogue in reaction to world events that are going on. Any of the events that you are experiencing with this mod is kind of expected or written around you having Noble with you. So he may have some unique dialogue for any specific events that occur in game. But yeah, you can absolutely bring along your own companions from other mods from the vanilla game, and they will function as followers.
And to kind of go off on that, it's like another second, like the companion mod where it increases the amount of companions. That was one thing I even asked Ghost when I first started working with these guys. But basically, but you can clarify. But essentially, our companions don't really fiddle with that companion system that the Fallout 4 originally has. So
No,
go
this now
ahead.
they were so these companions were written and scripted based off of Sedin 449's tutorials, which basically turns an NPC into a quote unquote dumb follower. They don't take up a companion slot. They don't use the affinity system. Um, because they don't use the infinity system, they don't take up a companion slot, and they can just be brought along. I've always loved the idea of having like a 4-man squad and having like a fire team. So being able to have, these additional companions come along with a vanilla character was something I wanted to make sure that we could do. So we were able to implement that, and at the cost of the affinity system, which I don't really care for it to begin with. So
No, it won't really be really missed, honestly.
What's that?
Really don't think the affinity system. I'm pretty sure most of us aren't really too concerned by that. I mean,
yeah,
we don't really care whether you like it or not. We're here to do a job, and we're getting the job done, whether you want to be with us or not.
Yeah, well, they're like I said, they will have their own loyalty quest to basically, go out in the world and kill something, find something, do something to earn a perk off of them. So that'll all be there. Um,
And maybe a cosmetic change. We'll see.
yeah.
When do we plan on dropping the first major update? Shu brought that question that a lot of people have asked us off.
So the original timeline we had was just for the assets and asset implementation. Since then, this has kind of evolved into a full-fledged quest mod and faction mod. Most of the delays on that has been on me learning how to script and do the things that I want to do in the quests. Like I said, I'm about 8. I got half of one quest done today, so we're about 8.5, 9 quests completed out of the 20. There are 2 more quests I have planned, which is basically attacking the Institute, and a quest before that, which I would classify as difficult to script quests, where you've got lots of NPCs, different scenes, different cutscenes, different dialogue. It takes me a little bit of a while to go through. The rest of them are going to be dungeon clearing quests and missions, which are fairly easy to script, and I can pretty much bang out 3 of those. So I don't want to.
And we got to do the voice work.
Yeah, and then we got the voiceover work to go with it. I would say optimistically for the quest components to be done, probably be end of January, beginning of February. After that, get it out to our beta testers, provided I don't miss any scripting files. It'll just be hammering out the bugs before release. But I'm hoping for a full release for February. What we have now and where the quest line is we have basically up to Act 1 being done before the player is sent off to go and kill Kellogg, and the player is funneled through that sequence of events that they have to go through to make the main quest advance. If we wanted to, we could fully release it like that and do it in chapters. Basically, when we finish, the section between Act 1 and Act 2, we could release a section, or we could do, and then do another one from, Act 2 to Act 3. I don't really think that's necessary. I'd much rather wait an extra month to get everything out and ready to go in one full section, and that would be our team's Act 1, with a total of 3 planned out for over the next year. So hopefully
Yes, you will have to purchase a season pass. By the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
so-
going to be releasing it with 85% of it done, and everything else will require microtransactions to get our free mod.
What's up, Spade?
I was saying
Oh.
donation to the Church of Spades is allowed.
First, we're kidding, just to make sure we're kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, it's in
something
maple
we all
syrup
do
pounds.
as we do as a hobby, something we enjoy doing and enjoy sharing.
It's
with the
free.
community.
It's free.
Yeah, so it is free.
Yeah.
Rest assured, we're not charging all anything. This genuinely has been a great
A passion.
deal of it's passion and definitely a pain in the ass too.
Especially where it goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors we all have to face with the engine, given what it is. There's some things beyond our control. I know some of you all have asked now that, hey, is this one for Xbox? No, I'm sorry, it's not.
Yeah, just the
really not
limitations.
possible.
Yeah, the limitations on Xbox just on file size alone prevents us from being able to release the mod in this iteration with the quests, with the storyline, with the voice acting, and with all of the equipment. It's pushing over 2 gigs, and I believe 2 gig is the Xbox limit for all mods, not just one. And I think it's limited to 1.5 per mod. I'm not sure. So right now, no, it won't be available for Xbox with all of this stuff. We may at some point just do an armor pack for the Xbox, so the Xbox players can at least play around with our armor system. That unfortunately would also have to be stripped down to basically the new stuff, because right now we have all of the old armor from our Redux included and still in the mod and still functionable and still craftable as legacy items, because a lot of people like those items and we want to keep them in. If we were to do something for Xbox, we would have to strip all of that out. So give us some time. We may do it, we may not. But for the time being, the focus is going to be on the story-driven campaign that we have lovingly crafted and going to be working towards.
Yeah, we will actually be voicing our characters and everyone, including probably some other interesting surprises here and there. But yes, it's not going to be another typical, hey, it's a faction mod, but all we did was just give a new coat of paint to combat armor or stuff that's already in game and call it a day. No, we are genuinely creating in-house assets and equipment to bring into this. Has it been easy? No. We are, like as Ghost has said, we are learning and gradually seeking out more people bit by bit to fill in additional roles here and there. And we will hopefully see where we can go from there.
Exactly. So I mean, I know a lot of people they love their alternative ending mods that we currently have on the Nexus, which I think is one. We have one alternative ending mod, which is the Thuggy Smurf Depravity series, has the full-fledged kind of.
Oh yeah, that one. Or there's the cut one that was apparently unified all the factions, but I mean,
a lot of those have vaporized and kind of fallen apart,
fizzled out.
Production fizzled out. This is very close to being completed, and it's just a matter of me spending time between work and family life in the creation kit, getting these quests all fired up and ready to go. If we were to release it tomorrow as is, it would be, I think, a very enjoyable mod for most people to play, and it would be function very well as a secondary faction mod where these guys exist and give you missions to go do stuff. But our overall idea is to give the player a new way to finish the main quest, which I think we all agreed is pretty pretty terrible.
Here's something what True Spade just said here in the comments. He said apparently someone asked this question: what is the story so far in the mod from MQ Esports?
I think he was joking. Now that you read that, he's just gonna laugh at that if you sat there.
Go back to fucking looking at his.
Okay, but
fireworks show.
Ghost, she messaged me. He said mention his enclave. You would know something about that. Not sure what it is.
Oh,
His enclave.
mm.
Oh, I tried.
I don't know what he's talking about.
There was one thing I wanted to mention too, because the nice thing is since we're doing it into packs rather than one big, huge project, it gives us time to essentially push out something for you guys to enjoy and add. And I remember someone asked us in our Discord, if this is lore friendly. We are basically making sure, and we're always like all of us are basically Fallout fans, so we understand like lore is important. The lore. So we definitely like double check and triple check the wiki and such to kind of make sure that it's kind of following and it makes sense to why these guys are here. Where is it gonna go with that? Shoot, like one thing we were also trying to do is like kind of expand some of the factions that are in game. Like biggest thing, like you guys are kind of seeing this thing with the gunners. Like we're expanding more on them because honestly, with the vanilla game, there's not too much to play around with or kind of go. We just know they're mercenaries and they shoot at us. That's enough for us. It seems they just go shoot them back. But
the gunners.
We're expanding on that.
The gunners in themselves
Yeah.
are a fantastic. You know, they're fantastic cannon fodder. But there's no real rhyme
Yeah.
or reason or background or story to them. So we're kind of taking a little bit of creative liberties and painting in some background and some features into who they are and why they exist. But we are trying to keep it as, you know, in-game canon as possible with, you know, a merging of, you know, real life weapons and Star Wars armor. So take it with a grain of salt.
I mean, yeah.
Remember, lore friend.
I mean, yeah, we are kind of stretching in some places. I mean, look at some of the other bigger mod projects.
Yeah.
Even they have to kind of create their own fictional lore here and there of things that just never been covered in the Fallout itself. But overall, at least we're gonna try and do our best we can to weave this into the setting.
Yeah.
Admittedly, yeah, the Gunners, yeah, they're a mystery, and even I was having this Noble about this a while back. I looked into the old concept art, and then somebody from another project that we've been kind of talking with, they found old images from the early designs of Fallout 4 where there was an actual faction that the Gunners was going to be originally. Bunch of fuckers with jetpacks. Jetpacks. But yeah, it was a very interesting idea, and it seems quite evident that with the Gunners, they were trying to essentially carry over this very unique faction, but evidently maybe somewhere along the way, they kind of dropped them off. Until recently, me and Noble have been doing some digging around, and we did find out that, yeah, apparently the Gunners have a bigger chain of command from outside the Commonwealth. So we think to ourselves, oh, well, what if we build on that and say that, what if there is more to the Gunners than we know right now? What if they aren't just some raiders with combat armor or utilizing old pre-war combat gear? Clearly, they're pretty trained, so they had to come from somewhere beyond the borders of the Commonwealth.
To kind of go off of that, it's like if you like look at the wiki right now, it's like there is so much with the Gunners that there's not much info. It's like someone's mentioned, but it's like who is this someone? So we're trying to expand on that and kind of go from there. So it's like if you kind of read like now the wiki for the Gunners, yeah, you might get an idea of where we might be going, but we'll see. It's exciting. But definitely read the terminals because that's been the fun project with me and Wolf and basically everyone else too. There's a lot that we're adding and trying to make sense.
Sorry, so just actually going back, I did get a message from the One True Spade. That question about the story so far in the in our mod, that is a legitimate question. It wasn't him just being funny. So we'll.
Oh, my bad.
I'll go back and
so it was funny though.
We'll go back and readdress that. So essentially, the story that we have written is this faction shows up in the Commonwealth with a specific objective and a specific mission. They are tried and true mercenaries. They are here to achieve their objective. They've set up a small foothold base and which you guys got to see a bit of today. And their main objective, or the first objective on their list, is to eliminate the gunner's presence as a way of establishing control over the region, and in the way of being the go-to guns for hire. With that, there is a soft bounty system where named NPCs for all factions will drop a proof of death item in which the player can pick up and turn in for Caps and Beskar. So not to give too much away with the story, they're basically mercenaries that the player can join up with and decide to assist in accomplishing their mission, which will be to take out the Institute. As you continue through that storyline, you will be given the reasons why they are looking to take out the Institute, as well as revealing who had hired them and for what reason. So this hopefully will tie in some lore from Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and from Fallout 1 and 2. Bring back some factions. Obviously, we've introduced a new one, but very literally to their core, they are mercenaries. They do not care what the end goal is, just that they're getting paid. There's a nice introduction speech that I didn't show today, but it is one of the very first interactions and encounters you will have with me, the quest giver, and explaining their history, where they're from, and what they're all about. So.
And there's like a small portion of that in the trailer you guys haven't seen, which is on this YouTube channel, which I'm proud of.
Very, very hard on that, so go and give it some love. It is a really well done trailer. I was very impressed with it. So, what are we looking at? Any other questions?
Shu brought up, are we going to mention the stages? I think we did, didn't we?
I touched on that already. We're looking at having a total of 3 or 4 chapters to the faction.
Yeah.
So obviously it's going to take us to Nuke World. It's going to take us to Far Harbor. Yeah, and it's going to take us to some of our own world spaces that we will be implementing. We are still actively recruiting, so I mean, if people are out there that are fluent with the creation kit, that are looking for doing level design or asset implementation, we're definitely recruiting on those fronts. Another script writer and quest giver, quest maker would be fantastic, as I'm doing the lion's share of that. So if you guys are interested, the Discord server is in the link. You pop up on there, send me a message or post in there, and we can get to know each other and figure out whether you're a good fit for our team. But if there's nothing else, I think that's going to be it, guys, unless you got something else we want to bring up.
No. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or Hanukkah or whatever.
Yeah.
Happy non-denominational holidays with either stat pay or time off.
I'm going to work today, maybe.
Maybe. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for us. Until next time, maybe we'll do this again sometime next month, and we'll show off another mission and maybe some of the new assets we've gotten to implement. But
what do you mean, next year?
Yeah, well, next month would be early next year, because we got what 8 days left, 9 days left in this year. So hopefully 2021 is better than 2020, but at the very least, you'll be getting a really nice Fallout mod.
Yes.
Look at like this. Basically, whatever fucking happens next year, you're gonna get more Mandalorian. So look on the bright side.
Exactly. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and save this and upload it so people that were unable to make the stream can go ahead and watch it on their own. I'm probably going to cut out the first 10 minutes lobby time and just post it at the start of when I started playing. All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.